Hey, how you all going? It's Jai, that Aussie metal guy, here from the land down under for Crannk. And it was great that today I'm chatting with Brian Wille, vocalist for Currents out of Connecticut in the USA. Are due to drop their highly anticipated second full-length album, The Way It Ends, June 5th through Sharp Tone Records. Brian, cheers for making some time to have a chat with me, mate.
Absolutely, man. Happy to be here. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. It's been a pretty crazy bloody time, man. But I'll have to say, I've really enjoyed the heck out of your latest album. But first off, man, can you just give us a little, for those who haven't had the chance and the privilege to listen to you guys, how would you describe yourselves to someone who hasn't heard you?
So, we are a metalcore band from New England in the United States of America. We like heavy music. We like emotional music. We like riffs, breakdowns, nice choruses, and that's us, man. We're just here moving along, trying to make a name for ourselves.
Yeah, and that you have in the last 7 years, you've built up one heck of a reputation, man. And your style is metalcore, but it's a lot more technical as well. And like you said, the emotion with Currents is unreal, dude. I've really enjoyed kind of diving into your music, eh?
Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
So The Way It Ends is an unreal album. I've actually had the privilege of listening to it. It's, as we said, it's out June 5th. Can I ask how you approach the songwriting process for this album, dude?
So this was kind of a process similar to that of I Let the Devil In, which is an EP that we dropped a couple of years ago, where we write the songs, we pre-pro them out. Our guitar player, Chris, is kind of the main composer instrumentally for the band, and then he'll send me a song, I'll go over and do kind of my vocals and write the lyrics and get the patterns going, and then we'll send stuff back and forth. Once it's good, we get the rest of the band involved, we get a producer in there, we try to fine-tune things, really make sure that they're landing the right way, and then once we're all ready, we're all super confident, we go full speed ahead, we go record everything, send it off for mixing, and that is the way it ends.
Yep. It's an unreal album, dude. I'm going to keep saying this because I've really enjoyed this album. Poverty of Self was the first track off the album, dude. Can you tell me a little bit about why you went with that track first and what that track means for you?
So logistically, we had a tour with August Burns Red that we were doing around that time, and we knew we wanted to release a song, and we wanted to get some excitement going. We didn't want to release the album details yet, but we wanted to get people knowing, like, hey, here we have new music. And just Poverty of Self seemed like a great song to release for that purpose. It's a hard and heavy song that is super fun live, and I think it got people ready for more Currents music, and it was a little heavier than anything that we've kind of put out prior, so it seemed like a nice exciting move for like us and everyone else.
Yeah, well, it has thrown everything up in the air of not being able to play live. I've watched a lot of your footage. I'm over here in Australia, but I've been watching a lot of your live footage as well the last few days, and it seems like you're a massive fan-based band that really feed off the live audience. Is that the case?
Yes, absolutely. We love the live show. That's honestly my favorite part of just being in a band, is getting to just do the thing and play the live show. Recording is awesome. Writing is awesome. Everything comes with its ups and downs. But at the end of the day, if I could play a show every day of my life, I would be a happy person, because that is my favorite thing on earth.
Yeah, it's definitely throwing everything up in the air, and I bet you're hanging to get back on the road and play again. I suppose June 5th is when the album drops. Do you have any idea of when you will be up and going again, live-wise? Because everyone is kind of all over the place. We're looking here in Australia, maybe August. I don't know how things are travelling over there in the US, though.
It's very odd, and there's a lot of varying opinions as to when things are going to get back going. We've heard, at the end of this year, we've heard the end of next year, like all these crazy predictions. And it's kind of just remains to be seen at this point. Right now,
Yep.
we're staring down an unexpected summer vacation when we had a whole summer pretty much booked, and now it's kind of just nothing aside
Yep.
from the album release. And so we're kind of just here trying to make the best of it, maybe, chase some other stuff in our lives, and also try to make sure that we give this record the best push that we possibly can.
Exactly, man. So saying that, where's the best place to get along and support Currents, like merch-wise?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one?
Where's the best place as fans that we get along and support you guys in this time?
So probably the best way to support us at the moment is to go ahead and look through the Sharp Tone website, or look through our personal website. It's currentsofficial.com. We have a ton of pre-order packages available for the new record, and really, like, going in there, grabbing like a pre-order package is probably the best thing for us right now, because it gives us a little bit of a security in our minds that we're going to have a good release, knowing that a lot of people have already kind of signed on as backing the release. But the other thing too is just keep us in your minds and keep spreading the word, and stay excited. We don't ask for much. We just hope that everybody still wants the record and is ready for it when it comes out.
Yeah, well, it's a dope-ass pre-order packs there and some specky little shirts there for everyone to grab as well. So I expect all Currents fans to head along and pre-order this album, because they will not be disappointed for sure. A Flag to Wave came out a couple of weeks ago. I enjoyed the film clip for that, man. Can you tell us a little bit about the clip and the track for you?
Yeah, so it was filmed by our friends Chris Klump and Sarah Hollick over the course of a few different tours that we had done. Initially, we were kind of talking about a narrative video where we're all going to be like performing, and there'd be like a story and all that. And, given the current situation, that became not a thing. But what I think came out of it was a great idea, where it's like, let's mirror the first music video for The Place I Feel Safest, which was a live music video. But the only thing about it was that it was like a shoot. So like, we did it at the Webster Underground, which is like kind of in our home area. We had a bunch of people come out. We took we did some shots before anyone came in, and then had like this kind of crazy like show, but it wasn't a real show, And this time it's all real live footage from all across the country in varying places. And we thought it was kind of like a nice kind of callback to that. The individual who directed and edited the video also directed the video for Night Terrors as well. So we thought it was a nice way of kind of compacting the themes of the song, giving our friends like a shout out, and I think it turned out great. I'm super stoked on it.
Yeah. I want to talk about the last two tracks on the album, because I enjoyed the way the album progresses. I'm one of those people that just purely I love albums. I love getting an album, and I like the way your album progressed from start to finish. And as it finished, How I Fall Apart and Better Days, I really enjoyed them songs, and they just kind of rounded out that album really well. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned How I Fall Apart, because that's like a favorite among the band. I have my own favorites, but I think How I Fall Apart is usually kind of it's an interesting track, and everyone has like certain opinions on it. And I think you're right. It kind of it's funny, because I think How I Fall Apart is almost like the end of the record, where Better Days is more of like an epilogue and a big kind of summation of everything.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had them starred here because they were a couple of my favourite songs. It just stuck with me right at the end of the album. That How I Fall Apart, I really enjoy your melodies and the way you bring, the whole album together. It worked really, really well,
Thank you so much, man. Yeah, we're really excited. Better Days is easily one of my favorite songs that I've ever been a part of. I love that song.
Yeah, and it rounded out the album so well. do you have any other plans besides with the album drop? Do you expect to maybe go on the road towards the end of the year, or are you just going to wait and see what happens and plays out with everything?
Yeah, we're going to wait and see what we're allowed to do.
Yeah.
We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that this record has its day, that we celebrate it in the safest, most responsible, and funnest way that we can. And we're going to get back on the road as soon as it's safe for everyone to do that.
Yep, awesome. Brian, I'm going to let you to it, mate. Thank you so much for making some time to Crannk and myself. Before I go, though, did you want to shout out to anyone or last words?
Yeah, I want to shout out Adam Burke for making incredible album artwork. It's hand-painted, and you can zoom in and look at every detail. It's incredible. Shout out Chris Klump, Sarah Hollick, Scott Lee, Sharptone Records, the rest of my guys, and everyone who's kind of following along with us in these weirdo times that we're in right now. So thanks to everybody.
Brian, thank you so much. I'm hoping to catch you in the mosh pits in sometime 2021. Get you guys over to Australia would be unbloody real. I really would love to see you guys for the first time, eh?
Yes, we would love to, because we're dying to go to Australia. It's a bucket list thing, and hopefully we get to make it happen soon.
You would love it over here, and all of Australia, the fans would love you over here for sure, mate. Brian, thank you very much. Congratulations on The Way It Ends, which is released June 5th through Sharptone Records. And thank you very much for making some time with me this morning, mate. This evening's there.
Yeah, for sure, man. Stay safe. Thank you for having me. I'm stoked to have this opportunity.
No worries. Thanks for the chat, mate. Stay safe and hopefully see you over here in 2021. See you, mate.
Yeah, for sure. Peace.